Hello everyone and welcome back. So it looks like we have some interesting news. Creative Assembly are teaming up with NVIDIA to create an AI-powered advisor. Yeah. It's a bit weird. I mean, it's interesting to check it out, right? So let's talk about it, right? It's going to be tested on Pharaoh, so the 2.5 people playing Pharaoh can, I guess, take advantage of that. For much of the franchise history, in-game advisors have provided tutorials and introductions for these systems, helping players master the complexities and nuances of each title. Using Total War Pharaoh as a testbed, Creative Assembly is experimenting with a dynamic AI advisor powered by NVIDIA ACE that will assist players in learning the game's many systems and mechanics. So it's a suite of AI technologies spanning models, developer tooling, and on-device interference designed to help studios build knowledgeable, actionable, and conversational in-game characters. The Total War Pharaoh AI Advisor is powered by a small language module running locally on the user's GPU. ACE developers' tools were used to build the pipeline that connects Total War's extensive game data to the model. The AI processes the player's prompts, game state, and data retrieved from the game's complex database containing up-to-date information about units, economy, and resource management, faction traits, buildings, status, effects, and much more. I don't see the need for this. The tutorial's perfectly fine. If anything, just like the more recent ones haven't been written well, but there's never really been an issue there. It seems like a colossal waste of resources when there are much more important issues with Total War, like pathfinding, unit response times, well, sieges. You know, actual core gameplay issues that people have been complaining about since, I don't know, Medieval 2. Like, I just don't see the point of this. It's just like, for those of you who have like a NatWest account for banking, it's like that Cora system where you're just running in circles. Hopefully it's better, and they do have some showcases there, so let's discuss that. So they've added a basic example here with apparently a rebellion, you know, basic control issues, which I guess can happen, but in most cases there is a pretty good advisor. This just sounds like they don't want to record advisor lines, they don't want to deal with that, and then you just want to have something like this. I don't feel like an advisor is desperately needed. The only thing that needs to improve when it comes to the intros is a better, well, just more comprehensive written out form of the how to play faction. Not only that, but Creative Assembly have gone in great lengths to create something like the prologue for Warhammer 3, which by far, and I think is universally there as the best introduction to Total War. Like, new games should have something like that. A small narrative-focused campaign which will teach you the basics of the game, and it does incredibly well. I know a bunch of veterans who played it and said, yeah, this is a fantastic way to introduce people to Total War. Myself included, I played through it. It's not bad. Right, so they have a small video, and I've cut out most of it because there's just really no point. What we're going to do is we're just going to listen to it, stop at anything of interest, and go from there. Because I feel like this is actually quite important to talk about. This is potentially the future of Total War.
Why has a rebellion broken out?
It's a bit weird to ask for something like that when it's like, yeah, you know, you get the message, oh, rebellion has broken out. This is why. I mean, it's just, there's better examples to go by it. It's 100% sure. Again, this doesn't look revolutionary.
The advisor can also break down options, helping you understand what actions you can take to stabilize the situation.
Again, isn't this what was already naturally in-game already? It's pretty odd. And this is why, you know, the Lost God campaign is so good, and a voiced advisor is really good. No AI voices, Creative Assembly. I know you're already looking at it. Please. I just find it really odd. I find it really, really odd. Why would I want to talk to a computer? You know, you learn by doing in a lot of cases for Total War. And you've got a bunch of tutorials. There's people that jump onto the forums, talk to Twitch streamers, content creators and stuff like that. This just, I don't know, it feels like not much is being implemented here. It's very, like, they need to ask, like, really interesting questions rather than just, like, how do I stop a rebellion? I mean, that's just common sense.
And before heading out to put down the revolt, the advisor can help you assess your strengths, almost like consulting your war council before committing to battle. Our first step in this journey will be launching an experimental phase with select members of the Total War community in the coming months.
And then the advisor will tell you, use these units. Okay. It seems weird. It seems weird. Look, I'm a long-standing Total War player. Obviously, I've been playing for a long, long time. Now this is kind of like my job. I feel like another Lost God promo would have been good, right? Like for 40k, another campaign in that style. For Med3, another campaign in that style. Something small just to get people to know stuff. I think that was the best way forward. This thing with AI just reminds me again of that NatWest situation where if you have a question, you're basically thrown back into circles or not getting a proper answer. It's cool that Creative Assembly want to experiment and obviously enhance the experience for Total War. I just feel like there are much more important things to look towards. Obviously, a new engine is coming, and it's very curious that they've gone back to the older engine, essentially. This is the active one. Warscape is the active engine, but we're supposed to be moving on to Warcore. Also, using it for Pharaoh just makes sense. There's not a lot of people playing Pharaoh. Though I do feel like an open beta for Warhammer would have probably been better. The getting select members of the community to test things out never fucking works, right? There's a lot of yes men within the community. Ultimately, I'm not too keen on this. Like, if it works for people and, you know, people are excited, good on you. But I feel like the more AI being thrown into video games, the worse it is. And again, it's a clear lack of reading room. Alongside, we've seen automated systems for CA fail in the past. I mean, we've got an example on screen right now. So, yeah, I don't understand personally why so many companies glaze up NVIDIA so much. Maybe it's just because, like, I'm old at this point and I don't understand and don't like the idea of AI. I do find it funny, though, because, like, we are heading towards, like, this more AI everywhere situation, and we're also heading to Total War 40k, where, like, one of the bases there is, like, you know, AI is evil. So, yeah. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe I'm just not seeing it in the perspective of a new player. And let's start a bit of a discussion. I am curious to see what you guys think about this. I am not keen. See you guys. Have a good one.